Hello and welcome back to NFL Daily, where today we will be looking at 10 of this season's breakout stars from around the NFL. Number 10, Myles Garrett. Looking back, the biggest reason that Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett did not have a breakout year during his rookie campaign was because injuries prevented him from playing for the full 2017 season. Now fully healthy, the first overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft seems poised to become one of the NFL's elite pass rushers. After the first 4 games of the 2018 season, Garrett has done nothing but live up to the expectations that come with being drafted first overall, as his 3 forced fumbles to go along with 4.5 sacks have been a major factor in the surprise success of the Cleveland Browns defense. Number 9, Denzel Ward. From one Browns first-round pick to another we go, and at number 9 on our list is the rookie cornerback Denzel Ward. The Cleveland Browns' decision to draft the Ohio State cornerback Denzel Ward with the 4th overall pick in April came as a surprise to many. Ward has not taken long to prove himself, however, and according to Pro Football Focus, he has played more snaps, 81, than any other rookie defender and has received the highest grade among first-year corners. He has also snagged a pair of interceptions and defended 3 total passes. Ward seems ready to continue to have a major impact as the Browns continue their success on the defensive side of the ball throughout the 2018 season. Number 8, Mitch Trubisky. To say Trubisky had a rough first year in the NFL would be an understatement. As a rookie, he completed fewer than 60% of his passes and averaged just 6.6 yards per attempt as the league's 5th lowest rated passer in 2017. This poor start does not necessarily make Trubisky a bust, however, as the top pick in the 2016 draft, Jared Goff, performed even worse in his first season in the NFL. Goff now has a new offensive-minded head coach, several new weapons, and exploded with a Pro Bowl sophomore campaign and has been on fire this year. Bears fans were hoping that the new head coach, Matt Nagy, and the addition of weapons like Allen Robinson and Taylor Gabriel would make life in the Windy City easier for Trubisky. And in Week 4 of the season, it seems their prayers were answered as Trubisky threw for 354 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a blowout win versus the Bucs, with 5 of those touchdowns coming in the first half of the game. Number 7, T.J. Watt. Back to the defensive side of the ball for number 7 on our list, where we find the younger brother of the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt. Fair or not, T.J. Watt will always be compared to his older brother, and while he may never be able to live up to those standards, TJ showed early this season that he is capable of having tremendous impact on a game. While playing the Browns in Week 1, Watt earned the AFC Defensive Player of the Week honors after registering an eye-popping 11 total tackles and 4 sacks. Add to that the block of a potential game-winning overtime field goal, and it looks like the Steelers may have their new star linebacker in Watt. Something that is not surprising to Coach Mike Tomlin, however, who swapped Watt with linebacker Bud Dupree in order to maximize TJ's impact on the game. Number 6, Cooper Kupp. The Rams are off to a 4-0 start and have scored an average of 35 points per game while gaining the most yards of any team in the NFL. One of the major reasons for this tremendous hot start is second-year receiver Cooper Kupp. Kupp has caught a total of 24 balls for 348 yards and 4 touchdowns through the first 4 weeks of the season, and while Kupp was already off to a hot start after the first 3 games, he exploded on the Thursday night matchup against the Minnesota Vikings in Week 4 for 9 receptions, 162 yards, and 2 scores, as the Rams won a shootout at home that brought them to 4-0 and into the driver's seat of the NFC. If the Rams are to continue to score at will like they have been throughout this season, expect Kupp to continue to play a major role within Sean McVay's offense as the Rams look to make a Super Bowl run. Number 5, Calvin Ridley. Sticking at the wide receiver position, we find number 5 on our list, the Atlanta Falcons rookie wide receiver, Calvin Ridley. The Falcons drafted Ridley in the first round, and the rookie wasted no time making his name known across the NFL. After 4 games, Ridley has caught 15 balls for 264 yards and a league-leading 6 touchdowns. Ridley is no doubt benefiting from being lined up on the opposite side of the field as Julio Jones, who is getting most of the defensive attention. While teams were hoping to take away Julio and have the rest of the Atlanta's receivers beat them, after Ridley's 7 catches for 146 yards and 3 touchdowns against NFC South rivals, the New Orleans Saints, it looks like defensive coordinators across the league are going to have to account for the threat that rookie Calvin Ridley poses if they want to slow down Atlanta's fiery offense. Number 4, Myles Jack. 3 years after a terrible knee injury that caused him to fall in the 2016 NFL Draft, Jaguars linebacker Myles Jack seems on the verge of a breakout 2018 season. The Jaguars linebacker hardly saw the field as he was eased back from injury as a rookie, second-round pick in 2016, but he looked superb as a regular strong-side linebacker in 2017 and has now taken over for the retired Paul Posluszny in the middle linebacker spot. After the first 4 weeks of the season, Jack has 20 tackles and a pick six and has become a leading member of the vicious Jags defense, which has allowed a league-best 14 points per game as they continue their dominant form from last season. At only 22 and already performing at such a high level, Jack looks poised to anchor and orchestrate the Jags defense from the middle for many years to come. As we reach the final 3 people on our list, we find ourselves in New Orleans, where running back Alvin Kamara has put any talk of a sophomore slump to bed. Kamara had a great rookie campaign where he ran the ball for 6.1 yards per attempt, and Kamara is not only able to affect the game on the ground, as he is a major threat in the passing game as well. Kamara has continued where he left off last season, and through for the first 4 weeks of the season, Kamara has ran for nearly 300 yards and 5 touchdowns, go along with 35 receptions, 336 yards, and a touchdown while catching the ball out of the backfield. With Kamara being the dynamic star he looks set to become, the Saints are extremely difficult to stop on offense as they look to improve upon their divisional round loss last season. Number 2, Michael Thomas. Staying in New Orleans for number 2 on our list, we find wide receiver Michael Thomas. Everyone already had some idea that Michael Thomas was a talented wide receiver, but how many people realized he would be this good? So far, Thomas is the NFL's best receiver, and it isn't really that close. The third-year receiver broke Julio Jones' previous NFL record with 38 receptions through the first 3 contests. Thomas has also caught a total of 42 passes this year. That's over 10 per game for 445 yards and 3 touchdowns. Another eye-catching stat is that when Drew Brees is throwing the ball to Thomas, he has completed over 95% of his passes, according to the Saints' Twitter account. If Brees and Thomas are able to keep this connection going throughout the year, look for the Saints to make a run deep into the postseason. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. For the final spot on our list, we have the man that we have to simply include, and that is Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The second-year quarterback is taking the league by storm and playing at a previously unseen level, so it is an obvious choice for us to include him on this list. But just how good has he really been? Well, at the time of writing, Mahomes is set an NFL record with 13 touchdown passes in the first 3 games. 9 different receivers have caught a scoring pass from him, and he has yet to give the ball away once. As a whole, the Chiefs have outscored their opponents 49-6 in the first quarter as they have rode their explosive offense to an undefeated record atop the AFC. Under the guidance of quarterback whisperer and head coach Andy Reid, and with a plethora of targets, look for Mahomes and the Chiefs to continue to put points up on the scoreboard as the season continues. And that wraps up our list of 10 breakout stars in the NFL this season. Be sure to let us know who we missed out on in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more NFL content. And have a great day.